Franco. Yeah, catching up with Franco. Yeah, we're catching up with Franco. Yeah, we're catching up. Gotta catch it now, Franco. Yeah, catching up with Franco. Yeah, we're catching up with Franco. Yeah, we're catching up. Gotta catch it now.
Ha! How are you?
Hello. Oh, I'm
too-
huge.
We're two big people.
I
I forgot to reset the coordinates. I haven't done this in a while, so it's going to take a learning curve.
I haven't done
to
this
figure out how to do
in a while either.
Yeah, this is my son. This is Nicholas Aureliani. I'm Franco.
Hello.
We have no people. Oh, we have one person watching. Fantastic. We have one person watching. This is Catching Up with Franco. We haven't done this in a while. And let's see. I was going to do something. We're live on the Facebooks. We're live on the YouTube channel, and we are live elsewhere as well. I think we're Twitch streaming, but we're not sure. And we were just fooling around here on a Friday night, just saying, hey, what should we do? And I decided, let's go live and see what people have to say, see what we're doing, see what's going on. And
oh yeah, man.
We're trying different. Ooh, look at this. And then
What's
try
up?
this again. No, nothing.
Hal Jordan.
Yeah. Fooling around with the buttons. It's good stuff.
Wow.
I was going to reach out to Wayne and see if he was around. So anyway, hope everybody had a nice, good Christmassy Christmas.
Indeed.
And New Year is approaching fastly. And
very 2025.
I was gonna draw, and I said, we should do it live because I haven't done it in so long. So this is me doing it live right now. Doing it live.
We're doing it live. I can't see the rest of that on here. I am also drawing as well. I don't have a dual camera setup though.
Yeah, we'll work on it. We'll see. All right.
Eventually
So
I'll get one.
I started drawing this this Green Lantern thingy, and I want to remember to tell people that if you are watching us, that you have to give StreamYard your permission in order for us to see your comments. So if you want to throw a comment or question or anything up there, we'll be able to see it. We'll be able to answer. But you have to give StreamYard your permission. So there. Now that I've gotten the disclaimer out of the way, yay, gonna draw. So I started drawing this Green Lantern, and for Christmas I got some of these acrylic markers that I've been trying out. So I've been seeing if they're working well. And I don't know if I did such a smart thing by trying to go green on green here. But I use a mixture of color pencil markers and a bunch of other stuff when I create these things. So this could be horribly, horribly bad by the time I'm done. I'm going to try not to make it bad, but we'll see. And I did some other ones. I'm going to show you. I'm going to get up and wander over here to pick up another thing I created just the other night. So bear with me while I reach for something. Ooh, yeah, let's see. Oh,
in the meantime, Wayne commented, "In brightest day, sir, Hal is the one and only Green Lantern.
Is that Wayne?
Singular.
Oh, I should
That is
send
Wayne.
him. I should send him a link and see if he wants to come on. Because we just literally, Wayne, we decided this just a few seconds ago. So this is something I drew with the markers the other day. And I kind of like the way this came out. Because this is with the acrylic markers. And I like it. I like it a lot. So I wanted to experiment more. So this was a combination of colored pencil and ink. And I inked this first. So I inked it, and then I realized that I had to ink it again when I did some of the colors and markers over it. So this time I'm going to try without inking it first, and then colors, and then inking it later. So I like the effects of this, especially with the dark paper. The light really kind of, the white marker really kind of just, pops off the page on this one. and
I
I
think
like
that
the
one
way.
looks really cool, actually. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, my boy. And what are you working on? Show people what you're working on there.
Why do people want to look at my art?
Make
Yeah, I'm
make
just
you wonder.
coloring. You just oh geez, I don't know if the green screen's really affecting that, but
Yeah, you're gonna have to angle it a little bit so we can see it. If you put any green on there, it's definitely gonna
I don't have
affect
any
it.
green on this thing, not yet anyway. Anyways, I am rewatching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, so I didn't edit an L piece, even though I did that uh,
Nice.
before I rewatched it. So, you know, it'll go live on my Instagram and stuff.
Wayne, I don't know if you want to come on here or not, but we're on here. I saw you just commented on there. It just popped up on mine here. Brightest day, sir. Hal is the one and only Green Lantern. Yes, he is. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use a combination of color pencils, paint markers, and these. I got these new. I don't know if you guys have seen these out there, but I've got these new Sharpie markers, and they're the creative Sharpie markers, which are kind of stupendous, actually. I like them really on dark paper. They work really well, and you can see that they're used because I've gotten schmutz on them already. I actually like the smaller ones rather than the big ones. I got the big ones, and you can see the different tips on there
Mm-hmm.
and what they look like. But the smaller ones had these like brush type ends, and they work a lot better, in my opinion, than the other ones. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna dig in here. I'm gonna look at
It does look cool, yeah.
gonna look at seeing what works better for skin tone on green paper, and this is all very what we call experimental. So we can do the experimental type things. I'm gonna send Wayne a link just in case he wants to come on.
Oh yeah, Wayne.
And
He says, "Sorry, sir, I can't tonight because I'm multitasking, chatting with my friend through Messenger."
see, there you go. So it's last minute, so it's okay, cool. Thank you. But I figured I would ask anyway.
Tis just us.
And ooh, I like the color I've chosen for the skin tone. Look at that. It's starting to show up. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that works. Look at that. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to kind of finagle with some of the color because I want to do some color schemes on here.
Hail Jordan.
Yeah. So who's your favorite Green Lantern? I don't think I've ever asked you.
Oh jeez, you've never asked me that question.
I don't think so.
Oh jeez.
Because now
Well,
they have Nathan Fillion's going to be in the James Gunn Superman movie. So he's the
oh my
Guy
God, he looks
Gardner.
like a dork, and that's excellent.
Well, that's the Guy Gardner thing for you.
Well, yeah, he's supposed to. Because I was at work. My coworker watched the Superman trailer, and they're not really that into comic books and stuff. And they're just like, it was like, oh wow, I really like that guy's haircut. I was like, I know, it looks so like stupid, right? And I was like, what? And I'm like, that's the entire point. It's supposed to be the dumb bull cut. I'm looking forward to that movie.
Yeah, it broke the internet with the dog, and
oh yeah, of course, crypto.
I broke my own internet by drawing a little. You could go on my Facebook and take a look at it. I drew a picture of a doggy dog version of Crypto from the movie, and it kind of blew up, and I got like 1,000 or so likes, and it went around the world. Well, as far as 1,000 people around the world.
That's still a lot.
It was 1,000 more than I had the day before when I put nothing up.
That is true.
So yeah, your favorite Green Lantern?
Oh, geez, it's really gonna tell when exactly I grew up because I almost want to say John Stewart because he was the one in Justice League and JLU, and he was really cool.
Yeah. See, that's time period where you grew up, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
That's the one that see, for me, it's Hal Jordan because I grew up with Hal Jordan. But
Hal Jordan's still legit, yeah.
You know who doesn't get enough love is Kyle Rayner in the as the Green Lantern. And he's the one that would
Yeah.
make most sense wielding the ring because he was like an artist, architect type person.
Well, that was spoilers for a comic book run that's like years old, but didn't all the other Green Lanterns like die, and like he was like the only one that's just like, hey, we need you.
I think so. I think that's exactly what happened.
And then Hal Jordan became like on the character's name.
Parallax.
Parallax, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I knew he became somebody. And then he was Ryan Reynolds for a second.
Ryan Reynolds was
Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern movie.
Wait, Wayne is saying that John Stewart was an architect. I don't know if I'm remembering that right. That's possible. So then Kyle Rayner was the artist, right? I thought Kyle Rayner was the architect.
Kyle Rayner is definitely the artist. Give me 1 second.
Are you gonna do the thing where you look it up and stuff?
Oh yeah, because I got everything in front of me. Let's see.
I see how it works with you guys. I see it.
Well, he was a Marine, so.
John Stewart was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I knew. I remembered that part.
Architect later retconned into a veteran U.S. Marine. Yeah.
So he started as an architect.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm about to say, I could have sworn I've seen him as like a military dude.
Okay. So then what was Kyle Rayner? Was he just like an artist?
I think so.
I like that I can remember all these sorts of things, but I'm getting confused on the Green Lantern. Maybe because there's multiple Green Lanterns.
There's so many Green Lanterns.
I think that's why I always get confused with the Green Lanterns.
Before acquiring the Green Lantern power ring, Kyle Rayner was a struggling but gifted freelance comic book artist. Oh, geez.
That's right. He was a comic book artist, right? Oh,
yeah.
Man. This is.
That's pretty meta there.
What I'm doing right now.
Hey, same. What?
Ooh, that's right. Wayne is saying Kyle's girlfriend was fridged. That's right.
Oh yeah, she was fridged. That
was the big controversy thing. That's right. I remember that. Yep. And he was an artist. He was a comic book artist. See, but that makes more sense as a ring wielder because you have to use your imagination and stuff. And I would think that the comic book artist would be a lot more
able to visualize everything.
Able to visualize stuff a little bit more, right?
Yeah, because like what I've always wondered is like, okay, yeah, they're able to visualize literally almost anything, but they always choose like guns and like swords and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, those work, but I don't know, you don't ever want to summon a T-Rex more often? I don't know. I would.
Well, the argument would be that it would be because they're limited in their imagination. Well, not limit, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but they'd be more limited in their thought process than an artist would be, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, probably.
I don't know if that's a fair argument.
I mean, you look at the two biggest Lanterns, John Stewart and Hal Jordan, they're both military dudes, so that really makes sense for them to come up with like weaponry to fight, and then Kyle Rayner, he just comes with whatever. Yeah. Did they also do like a weird canon thing with him where speaking of Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, I think it was like the first human Lantern in that continuity. I don't know. I think he was.
John Stewart?
No, Kyle Rayner was actually. It's been a second since I watched anything DC Animated Universe, so.
I have to watch those Final Crisis movies. I haven't watched that. I have watched all of the new What Ifs. You haven't watched any of those, right?
I haven't as of yet. Are they any good?
Some episodes were pretty good. There's 5 out already on the 3rd season. And there was some good and some that just made me think not so much what if. It had me thinking what the hell?
Or why,
more than what if. on
Yeah, I
this.
got that sense. I got that sense from like the first season, I think, because it's like it's Marvel. What if you could do literally almost anything you want with the characters you're allowed to use? Because they didn't. I don't know if they were able to use the X-Men yet, but like Party Thor, did we need an entire episode for that?
I like that they took chances with those
They did.
stories,
Credit to
but
them. Yeah.
they could have gotten, I guess, more chancy with things.
Hmm.
But today's episode was pretty good. Today was Shang-Chi and Kate Bishop Hawkeye, which was an
Oh,
interesting mix, but they were in the Old West.
that's
So
kind of cool.
that was kind of interesting.
Yeah. Sounds pretty cool. Maybe I'll give it a watch. Yeah. There's so much stuff I gotta catch up on, dude. It's not even funny.
I don't know if anybody's watching. There's a few people watching out there. If you have any questions or comments or anything, or just throw them out. I don't even know. I guess I should check my Facebook page because I don't know if they come up on here from my Facebook page.
I'm not seeing any comments on Facebook as of yet, but Wayne also commented. Sounds like the uh comic book version of What If, as the stories just got way too nutty. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's part of the charm of it, though.
I always thought it was cool, like, because you know, you used to be able to know the complete continuity, or I did
Mhm.
at least, of comic
Right.
stories. So even if I wasn't reading a certain issue, I knew what was going on in those other comics. And
Mhm.
it's fun that that they would take some of the things that happen and go in a different direction. I always thought that was more fun.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like with a concept like that, you kind of need something like that. That's just more fun. I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where I'm like, you don't have to be too bound to continuity, only with like something that is vaguely topical, and then you could just kind of go nuts for it. At least that's what I usually understood it to be, but I could be misinterpreting it.
So these sketch markers, the Sharpie creative sketch markers are cool, but I feel like you have to go over them a couple times sometimes.
In order to get like a thicker
A bright,
line.
nice bright color.
Yeah, that sounds legit.
Yeah, because see on this one, because this was darker paper, I showed this before, but that white I had to go over a couple times for it to come out as bright. Because the first time comes out kind of, you can almost see it here in this section right here, how it's a little more fainted and kind of faded out. So on other sections, I have to go over it twice to get to stand out. But I do like the way it looks when it's on there.
It does make the whites really pop, yeah.
So like those eyes like really pop out there.
Mhm.
On
I
there.
think that in turn makes like all the other colors pop more because you were kind of like worried about the green on green being weird, but like I feel like that kind of brings it together. I don't know.
It's starting to work maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jury's still out. Then I become fastidious about the points on my pencils.
Yeah, because like they always have to be like a right amount of sharpened or else they're just like weird. Especially with colored pencils, I'd imagine that would be like more of a thing you want to get right.
I use colored pencils in a horrible way. Like a lot of people blend with them and do stuff like that, and I don't. I just kind of like fill just colors or lines, and I hate coloring in with colored pencils, if that makes any sense. Because I like
It's good for
to.
texturing, yeah.
Yeah, I
You can
use
tell we're
colors
related
that.
because I don't use that. I don't use any art materials correctly either. So
Yeah, well, it's coming from an art teacher background here, but um, I do more of a texture or textural, I guess, thing
Mhm.
with them than And I do coloring. Oh, by the way, for
Uh,
those few of you that are out there, you should get the new book, Flash Gordon Adventures. It's on sale now. Came out a little while ago. You should definitely buy it. It's a fun read for
yes,
for
it is.
the whole family, as it were.
Mhm.
So you should definitely pick one of those up.
Go buy it.
Just because it kind of
Um,
fell off here.
um, Wayne commented, I always thought Fillion would have made a great Hal Jordan. It's weird seeing him as Guy Gardner. Didn't he voice a Hal Jordan? I mean, somewhere. I can't remember where. I could have sworn he
He
voiced
might
him
have.
somewhere. Now
He
I'm trying
might
to
have.
where did he? Flash was
Maybe he
awesome.
did.
And Wayne likes the Flash Gordon book. Let's see here. Hold
Well, thanks, man. You know, we did watch the other day, which we thought was weird but fun. Was
on.
Red One with The Rock,
Yeah. Yeah,
which was a
sure.
bit strange, I guess.
Yeah, that movie was a mess, dude.
You kept saying that after we finished it, but I kind of enjoyed it for what it was. I think I would have been a little bit annoyed if I had paid money to go see it in a movie theater
I think
rather
I think a
than
lot of I
just
think a
being
lot of
on
other
Prime.
people were because nobody saw it in theaters. I heard.
Yeah, I heard it made some money though, didn't it?
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I would imagine it made it back with like streaming numbers or however that gets distributed. But in terms of like box office, hold on, I'm looking it up.
But it did make
By
some
the
money at
way,
the box office, yeah.
yeah, by the way, Nathan Fillion did voice Hal Jordan like 3 times, especially in that Death of Superman cartoon.
Oh, so he did, huh? Yeah, look at that.
Let's see, Red One. Where the hell is it? Yeah, its budget was 200 to 250 million dollars, which is still crazy to me. And the box office was 182.8 million.
See, so if you're spending that much money, if you're
Mhm,
Amazon and you're spending that much money,
mhm.
it that's your advertising and payroll costs for The Rock, if you think about it, in your theatrical release, and then you make the rest of your money on your streaming.
I would guess so.
That's my thought, anyway.
Mhm. Yeah, it's like it's funny because that movie's like been living rent free in my head because I'm just like, why did they do X, Y, and Z? Because like this is because the theatrical release was funny because it seems like one of those movies that would just go straight to streaming. Like Red Notice was another Rock movie that he did. Well, he's the Rock, of course he does Rock movies. But that one was just straight to Netflix, and it did well for one of those straight to streaming movies. But then Red
That
One
was
came out in
Amazon
theaters.
Prime, right? Yeah, it was Prime, not on Netflix. The
Red
Red
One?
One.
I mean, oh, Red One was well. Well, if I had a nickel for every time Dwayne the Rock Johnson starred in a movie that had the word Red in it, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Because he also did another movie called Red Notice,
Oh, I remember that with
Wonder
Ryan.
Woman and Ryan
Yeah,
Reynolds. Yeah,
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah,
Mhm.
I remember. I
yeah.
remember that.
That was that weird WWE storyline where they had the egg.
Oh yeah, I remember. I like that too, mostly.
I don't think I've seen that one, but I feel like I know where it goes. You hear that The Rock has something in his contract where he can't lose a fight on screen.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's been reported to be true. Because he has it in his contract where he's like he can't lose a fight, and that's also kind of what I wouldn't say ruined Black Adam for me. But like it's kind of one of those things where it's just like I knew where Black Adam was going because I knew that was a thing before I walked in. So I was like, oh, he's gonna win every fight.
How do you make a movie that way?
I I don't know. I don't know how you do that.
Jeez Louise. I think that's a strange thing to have in your contract.
Well, I mean, he wants to win, and he wanted to beat up Superman. He almost got there. He almost got there.
So you're telling me if the movie did well and he wound up being in the movie with Superman, fighting Superman, that he would have won that fight too?
Yeah, Black Adam would probably actually win that fight on screen.
So would he be able to lose a fight off screen?
Maybe.
That's a weird clause to have. I get that you don't want you to look bad, but that's a character.
Yeah, it's a fictional character. That's that's. As soon as I read that, I had the same reaction you did. I was like, really?
I can understand it in Jumanji or Jumanji 2.
Yeah, Jumanji makes
Jumanji
makes perfect sense because they're supposed to, they're the good guys. It'd be weird if they didn't win in like a movie like Jumanji, because with the modern Jumanji, you know exactly what type of vibe it is, and the good guys win, and it's a
quiet down. The dogs are want to be on this live stream. Hey, quiet
they
down.
want to be on the live stream. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. The dogs are in the studio here with me.
Hmm.
So that doesn't make any sense because then that actually builds tension for a character if you're losing, or
I'm
then
sorry
go back and redeem yourself or something.
I'm sorry if I ruined any further the Rock movies for anybody in the audience or you, but that is something that I read.
I think he kind of did because now I know that he's not losing any fights in any movies.
That's kind of what ruined Black Adam for me too. I mean, the movie was just, but like, especially after reading that, I'm like, oh, he's gonna win. And then as soon as I saw, again, I don't know how spoiler-y we could get, but if you haven't watched Black,
you want because you're saying spoiler stuff.
I mean, if you haven't seen Black Adam by now, but at the end, Superman is there, and it's just like, oh, hey, I know where this is going. Black Adam is gonna win against Superman, So if the movie did numbers, then that would have happened.
I guess.
I don't know. You wrote Black Adam. Would that make sense in the lore?
Well, the version I wrote, I wouldn't have had him win. I never had him win.
Well, yeah. That's also kind of why I was just like, why is because I get it, it's The Rock, and because I feel like they got themselves into a situation where he signed off to play him, like, I don't know, like the mid 2000s, and yeah, sure, he was a somewhat big star in the mid 2000s, but then his star power kept growing. He went to Fast and Furious, and then all this other stuff, and they're just like, oh, we still need him to be Black Adam. What are we gonna do? Because I could have sworn that was the thing. Oh,
because I remember when they announced that he was going to be that, and then they didn't do anything with it for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I don't know if I like about these Sharpie creative markers was that if you have to cover a large area, they get a little streaky. They do tend to get a little bit streaky.
I guess you just keep
you have to going. You have to get it so that it's a concentrated amount that's going out.
Is it like the same thing you do with your paint markers?
Yeah, paint markers cover a little bit more though.
Hmm.
And then also the paper that I use sometimes, because these things are so juicy that it tends to warp the paper a little bit.
I know that feeling.
So you can see some of the streaks on here. Like if you look real close, you can see some of the streaks. So that has to be gone over a couple times. If you're just doing like one line or something like that, it tends to work out.
I gotcha. Wayne also commented, Fillion voiced Hal in one of the earlier DC anime movies. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so that Adam movie was he was announced a long time before they even did anything with that.
Yeah,
So
because
that was
I
weird.
want to say it was like what 2007. That's what I read.
I don't know.
That's a scary long time ago. Now that I think about it.
Wasn't that long ago. Come on
Well,
now.
I know, but it doesn't feel that way, but it does because you know.
I know. So yeah, as long as you go over it a couple times, it works.
Yeah.
It works okay.
Who do you think is going to be Hal Jordan in the DC in the DCU? Since we already got a Guy Gardner.
I know they have a Lanterns movie happening,
Mhm.
and they announced some of the peoples on there. I don't know if they have Hal Jordan on there. Don't know about that.
I feel like it would make sense. That would be a good place to introduce him.
I'm getting a piece of scrap paper, so. You know, that's the different. This is a paint marker here.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
But the paint marker doesn't have the fine tip, so you have to be very careful.
Be real careful with it, or else it just goes everywhere, type of thing.
With how you do. No, especially if you're trying to do something with fine lines. It has a very broad tip on there, so it's like very rounded, like that. Anyway,
Wayne
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. Wayne asked, "What do you guys think of the Creature Commandos?" I need to watch it, and I've heard great things about it so far.
I've seen all the episodes. I just caught up on everything yesterday. I like them. It's quirky, which I always like quirky, and the both episodes with the GI robot and the weasel were very, very heartfelt, very like wow, you know, story wise. So I never thought I'd feel such emotion for
Weasel.
a robot or a weasel. And
The Weasel seems like it's one of James Gunn's favorite characters. So
yeah, well, what he does with them is well, you got to watch it. And I like the Bride too. I like her a lot.
Yeah, I feel like he's the right guy to do shows like that because he proved that he could do that with Guardians, dude. Like, so that's why. Because I feel like with what he wants to do with that whole entire universe, is like he wants to like obviously do the big dudes like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, but he also wants to pair them with like the more obscure ones that only we would know about, and then like bring them to like the forefront. And I think that's like a really cool idea because more people should know about like the weirder characters.
Yeah, I like I like Creature Commandos. It's quirky enough where I definitely am enjoying it more than I thought I would. Let's put it that way. Enjoying it much more than I thought I would. And I'm there we go. Huh? I just dropped something. I gotta figure out what kind of. I guess I'm gonna do a green outline on here, but I want to fill in the black on these.
Oh yeah, I think that would look cool. Yes, sir.
I like when the colors start to pop on things, and like bringing out black is always something that works out with these. Yeah, so Creature Commandos, a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Frankenstein is kind of a jerk, which is fun.
I gotta watch that show.
And it's David Harbour, who's
he was the sheriff in Stranger Things. Oh, I don't know, I almost dropped something.
He was Hellboy for a hot minute there too.
He was, and
he's also he's going to be in the Thunderbolts movie.
Yeah, he's a Red Guardian. Yeah.
Red Guardian, yeah, and he was in one of the episodes of What If this week.
Oh, as Red Guardian.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah. Where did I put that marker?
I don't know.
I need to organize my markers better. They're just in one giant shoebox.
I've walked through your workspace down there. You need to organize the whole thing.
Yeah, I know.
It's starting to pop. See, the black is making it pop more.
Mhm.
It's working. I think this is working all right.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
I get very anxious with some pieces and tend to take my time with other pieces. So I did a very
that
sad
makes
Ghost
sense.
Rider yesterday, and I did that one
He lost his
very
wheel.
quickly. Yeah, he did lose his wheel. You can check it out on my
Sweet.
Facebook or on my Patreon. Not my Patreon. My Big Cartel.
It's made of fire. How do you lose fire?
I don't know. It just came off. So
Fire came off. He ran over a puddle. That's what happened.
I was gonna say that's how it came about. He ran over a puddle. Exactly. I like the fact that people might be tuning in and they're like, "What are these idiots talking about?"
We're talking about how a bike made from
Hellfire.
demons and souls and hellfire is extinguished by just water.
Mm-hmm. Could it be? No, it can't be.
I would imagine it could, because you know, if you, yeah, I mean that makes sense. There's
So you're
water.
saying
Water is water.
that Ghost Rider, one of his bigger enemies, could be Hydro Man.
It could be, yeah, because he's
if
trying
that
to
works out.
because he's trying to steal his soul, but he can't do it because he's made of water. He's like, I can't do it. I'm made of water.
He keeps putting out Ghost Rider's skull and his helmet and his bike.
Mhm.
That's what you're saying?
He's like, pretty much, yeah.
I don't think that's a thing.
Be one of the sillier stories they do if they did that.
So anyway, my verdict on these Sharpie sketch creative markers is I like them. That's my verdict on these.
I think you cut out for a minute. What was that again?
I said these creative Sharpie creative sketch markers. My verdict is that I like them.
Oh, excellent. You got those for a gift recently, didn't you?
Yeah, I've had them for a little while. I got some other paint markers for Xmas gifts.
Mhm.
But yeah, I guess you could say this was my Christmas gift to myself. Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, Wayne says now it would have to be holy water. That makes sense.
That makes a little bit more sense, yeah. If Nightcrawler and Ghost Rider ever got into a fight, do you think Nightcrawler just carries like one of those super soakers full of holy water on him?
Well, Nightcrawler is very religical.
Well, yeah. I mean, he would go into a church, like bamf in there, get a whole bunch of holy water, just put in a super soaker, and he's like, "All right, I got to do this," and he just squirts Ghost Rider with it.
That technically would work, right?
I would imagine it would.
Against Ghost Rider, it would have to, I would think.
Mhm.
Bam,
Most
bam, bam-a-lam. Look at that. See that? Pops,
Oh
black
wow.
and whites.
Oh yeah, man.
I like them.
I gotta do lightning bolts and stuff on here.
You have to do some darker thing in the background here. I think maybe some purple with stars.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
he's
thinking.
in space and stuff.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'll do my lightning bolts here. I do not like that shade of blue. Why did I decide to commit to it? Oh well, I'm going with it now.
Let's see. Let's see what you got on there.
If it will show up, because the green screen will cooperate with me. So yeah, pretty much. Oh
Nope,
Jesus Christ!
totally blocked that.
Damn it.
Tilt it towards us a little bit,
Like so.
and bring it over to the other. Yeah, like that. There you go. You're getting some of it there.
Yeah, I got the lightning bolts here.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm covering it. I did the wrong shade of blue, and now I have to live with it because it is there now.
You do. You have to live with it. That's
It'll
okay.
work. Don't worry about it.
As Bob Ross would say, those are just happy little accidents.
No such thing as a mistake. Most of the time.
So yeah, it's not bad. It's working out for me a little bit here.
It came out good so far.
I want
So
some
far,
Hal Jordan white hair, but I don't want to do
more of the
of the marker. I think the marker will stand out too much. I'm gonna do that a little bit. It's just got a little bit of it going on. Look at that. Look at that. See? But now I know I have to go over the hand again because it got a little streaky on me. So yeah.
William commented, wasn't Nightcrawler a priest at some point in the X-Men universe?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, it makes sense for him.
That's the way they portrayed him in the movie, but he was that way for a while in the
Mhm.
in the comic books.
I know in X-Men '97 in the cartoon he was definitely affiliated with the church and stuff.
I just like him the way he looks. I've always liked
He's a very cool character.
his aesthetic.
Mhm.
Just always appealed to me. I tend to draw him a lot. Him and Spider-Man and Batman are the guys I tend to draw the most, just because visually.
Batman's always like super simple, but like always effective. Because like you do like a few lines and like, oh hey, you already know what's going type of thing, you know. I like drawing
So
Spider-Man too, but those lines, dude.
I like him. I like it.
Mhm.
You know, this gets very streaky, so I'm wondering if I go over it with white colored pencil, if it'll give me less streaky. See, so this is the
I would
experimental portion of the show.
I would imagine it would, because that like fills in the gaps and stuff.
We're about
At
to
least I
see.
would think so. I don't know.
We're about to see in a few minutes. So yeah, that's my only thing about that is that they tend to get a little streaky.
Where is there it is.
Then I have these other markers. These are the ones I got for Christmas that I'm going to try out in a couple of seconds here. They're acrylic markers, but they're very thin, and they have kind of like a brush tip. So I've been using these a little bit. We'll see how this works while that dries. So I have a green. A couple of green markers here.
It is a very green piece.
It is. Well, you tend to use a lot of green. So there's these grabby markers, acrylic markers that I bought. Oh, let's see. This is dark enough. Let's see how this looks on an outline.
Oh, we got a couple comments on Facebook here. Says Artie is watching, and Noricola says, "Hi, Franco."
Hi. Hey, Norman. Artie's watching.
Artie's watching.
Does Artie want to come on? Artie can come on if he wants. Just
I don't
chilling,
know.
hanging out.
Does he?
He's most certainly welcome.
Mhm.
If you would like to. Let's see here.
Here is.
It's darker, but I don't know if it's helping me out here any. Not entirely sure about this, but I'm going to go with it.
You ever get a marker that you use that's like the wrong color entirely, but
Mhm.
like it looks really cool, so you just keep using it? Because I have this one from Blick Studio that's navy blue, but it turns out like a super deep purple. Unless
I
that's
always
just a
test them.
yeah,
I
but it
always
looks
test them out on
super
scrap
cool.
paper.
Yeah,
I always have a scrap paper. It annoys me a little bit because a lot of the markers end up on the scrap paper more than they do on the paper because I'm always constantly testing them on the scrap paper.
yeah, I got one of those too. Like, oh, it's showing up. Yeah, this is all my test stuff. So
You know,
I almost need a new one at this point. Almost. But no, I'm really digging this purple that's coming out as because navy blue I assume is supposed to be like a really dark blue, but like it's just turning out. Give a better example here.
see, I don't even know if that color's showing up.
Which one?
The darker green around the outside. See, I don't know if it's showing up or not.
Yeah, I kind of see it.
A little bit, right?
Wayne says, "We want art. We want art."
I could send him a link. Absolutely send him a link.
Purple. Yeah, man. I'm seeing it though. I think it looks good with the piece and the composition and everything like that.
Yeah, not thoroughly convinced here. Not thoroughly convinced. Yeah, see, I gotta wait for that to dry before it goes anywhere else, because then I always make the mistake of smooshing it. So let me finish out this band here. And I'll send a link to Artie if he wants to come on. No pressure.
Oh yeah, man. All right. What do you think looks better, like purple on black? Like how like in comic book art when like somebody's costume is like totally black, they'll have like a blue accent or purple accent. What do you think is better, purple or blue for that?
I missed some of that. Sorry. If it's what's the color character?
Like if like in at least Western comic books, like if a character's costume is like completely black, like they'll have like blue accents. It's like Venom is like one that like have the blue accents, or he'll have purple accents. Which one do you think is like better?
All of them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It just I don't know. It just works. Either color. I wouldn't. Yeah, sometimes a combination of both. But I like them as a highlight.
Yeah, for sure. I dig. I always like that aesthetic, so that's why I asked. Got that red ponytail. And
I always like purple off of blue, off of black. But dark blue works the same
mhm.
as well.
Yeah, because I've used both, and I'm like, I don't know which one I like better yet. Part of me likes the purple because that's kind of like one that has been like really widely adopted, and it looks so cool on so many characters. I think Ultimate Spidey when he had the symbiote suit had it. I know what's his face from JJK. Gojo has that. This anime that came out. they have that purple and black accent, and I think that looks really sick. No, sometimes they have blue. I don't know. I think they save the purple one because for like the coolest character in the show. So, you know.
All right, more paint markers are going down. I'm doing the
Purple. Ooh.
Yeah, right. See, told you. It wasn't.
Actually, that looks really cool.
Wasn't a well thought out plan. But it was like
Who cares if
purple
it
and
is? It looks
green.
pretty cool.
Those
Those are like villain
colors.
characters. It's the Joker.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Joker. It's the Green Goblin. It's all those
It's
guys.
Lex Luthor. When he's in a super suit.
Yep. Truth is truthness. And then a star field back there will work because, you know, Hal's in outer spaceage.
I'm the Joker.
But again,
baby.
we're dealing with these broad tips on these things, so you have to be careful when you're painting with them.
Oh yeah, with like the stars and stuff there, I think that looked pretty cool.
Maybe we shall see. We'll see how that lookage of this.
I think so far so good.
Liking it? It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I think for the most part, yes. So, see, that's why I was start in the middle because like these things tend to go wide and then
you start coloring outside the lines.
something. Yeah. So especially when it gets into these little corners down here, you got to be careful.
You ever just layer colors to where like you don't want to go outside of the lines, so like you do it in like a different color to like really make it pop? Sometimes I do that.
Yes. I also forget that I'm on a live stream and I hold my breath sometimes when I color into these like little teeny.
No, I'm doing that too. And if I start inking a piece, then I'm definitely doing that.
Ooh, I think we have a surprise guest showing up. Let's see. It is a surprise guest. It's RDB.
Oh yeah, man.
Look, there he
Arthur.
is.
What's happening, boys?
Why is my face Franco?
Oh, I got to see if I can move us over. Let's see.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah. I think
hey.
Oh, that works. Maybe that'll work.
Wayne says, "Coming along good, sir."
How you doing, boy?
I'm not bad. Not bad. I'm
I
feeling.
Talk to you in a minute or so.
I'm a little under the weather.
Oh no.
How do you say it's over the weather? But I'm within the weather.
Are you do you have Kobe? Or do you just have a regular cold?
I don't know what's happening. I think I just have I think I'm just maybe Christmas blues. Not a blues, I'm not sad, but it's I think it's just not sleeping enough. I took one night of NyQuil because I wasn't feeling right, and it put me on a 3-day hangover. So I'm still it's still within my system, but it's not letting me function. So the only way I could get back to normal is I have to go and start drawing some more. So I'm working on Yogs right now.
Oh, there you go.
Yogs book 3. It's the only way. But my throat is sore. I got a sore throat. I'm cold. But my wife felt my face and my head, so I don't have a fever. But I feel like that. I'm all achy.
Well, that's good.
I don't think I have.
So bad, but I'm glad it's not that bad. Yeah.
No, it's not that bad. It's just like everything I have is in my face and my head, my eyes. You know, I'm okay. That's henceforth. I'm dressed like a Jedi Knight today, with the hood.
Nice.
You know, and you don't really see many glasses in Star Wars, except for this new Star Wars. Did you
Right.
guys watch the Skeleton Crew?
Yeah, I'm all caught up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, but it bugs me that the dad wears glasses. That it looks like
Well,
the
I think they're
glasses.
on a. It bugged me too, but they're on that.
Yeah,
They're on that. At Aden.
it's like an Earth
So
planet. Yeah,
it's they've developed their own stuff, so I'm okay with it.
yeah. And also when they say, people always say too, oh, it's a future Earth. I said, but it can't be a future Earth because Star Wars takes place a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. It
Right.
doesn't take place in the future from now as we know it. And then also in that one episode of with the Mandalorian or one of the, I don't know if it was Mandalorian or Boba Fett, where that doctor guy had glasses too, and that bugged me. Like that they had
Oh,
glasses.
Mando, yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
remember
they
that
said,
The first couple of episodes of Skeleton Crew annoyed me a lot. But go ahead, you were
really?
talking about the Mando
Oh, yeah,
glasses
like
guy.
because in the beginning of Star Wars, George Lucas said there's no nuts or bolts or zippers because those are Earth things, and so when they have glasses, the glasses would be cool, like because they have goggles, because Luke Skywalker has goggles in his helmet and stuff, but and
So
Han
glasses
Solo,
is not that far of a stretch.
yeah, but
Mhm.
glasses look like we could buy them. They look like Earth glasses. So
But
if they would
to
change
your
them a bit,
argument, they don't have any bolts or nuts or zippers.
that's true. They didn't show them yet. Yeah, I
Mm.
don't think they did. I haven't looked for the zippers, but I don't know if they have any. I'm trying to think of a scene where they like aggressively zip a jacket or a boot. Zip, let's go. But I don't know if they do that. Yeah.
If it shows up anywhere, I'm going to say it's going to show up on Andor.
Yeah. it's
Probably
probably-
will. That seems
Oh.
like the most likely place where it would happen.
Yeah, because a lot of the shows forget about what George Lucas said on some occasions. But I'm not going to be one of those guys who makes videos about why it's not good because I really like the
Well, we're
Skeleton
doing
Crew.
that right now.
Well, yeah. Well, the show is really good. The Skeleton Crew is awesome. I wish they would do more shows like this with other characters.
I like the show a lot. The first couple episodes really bugged me
Really?
because of the kid. I don't know what it was about that kid that he was just so.
The curly hair
And
kid?
yeah, and people are like, well, kid, that's a kid. Kids could be like that. I'm like, yeah, but not that much of a nuisance, idiot, jerk type kid that's pushing all the buttons like
Oh,
you
don't
know
touch
what I
the
mean?
button. He
Don't
touches it.
touch the button. Yeah, I get that to a degree, but not this much. I don't know. It just bugged
Hey,
me, but I do like it. It's as it's going on, it's growing on me more.
yeah,
But
I'm okay with it.
it's too piratey too. The
Oh,
you know
and and a kid reminds me of like Short Round with the buttons and stuff. Because they when they were in a cave, I forgot now because I watched them all.
you know what it was. Short Round was endearing.
Yeah,
I'll give you that one. But short Round was endearing,
yeah.
where he actually did some cool stuff too.
Yeah,
and
I'm digging the show. I watched it twice through already, like from the
Oh, wow.
beginning all the way. Yeah, except for the newest episode. I only saw it one time, but I watched it on my own, and then I watched it with Gordy, and then I watched it with Sonny. So we watched it. Every time we watch it, we add the new episode to it. But this last time we just went. All the boys were all cut up. We were all cut up, so we just said put it on. But we didn't see it until 2 or 3, like I think yesterday or day before. Maybe it was yesterday. See, I don't know because I'm sleeping all weird. I get sleepy and I lay down at like 1 in the afternoon and I wake up at 7. I just woke up about an hour ago, so I don't know what's happening. But we watched that and we actually forgot that it came out because like Tuesdays is the day. But
Mhm.
I forget when Christmas was. If that was Wednesday or Tuesday, I don't know. But all these days have been messed up because everyone's here, and I'm falling into the feel like I don't know what day it's supposed to feel like, so that's why I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know what when the Star Wars show came out, and I'm realizing it. We were eating dinner, and I'm like, hey. I think there's a new Star Wars show. It came out like 2 days ago. I'm like, well, I want to be. And then I had to wait for everybody to get home because people got to drive people. And now that everyone's home, there's always some kind of activity in my house, and there's always extra people. So I had to wait for all the extra people to go home so we could sit down and watch it with the volume real loud. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yoko said the curly haired kid in Skeleton Crew is way too annoying. The curly haired kid is yokoing the fun out of it.
Oh, I like him. I think he's the guy that we're supposed to follow. Like he's the curious Luke Skywalker type kid.
He's been annoying consistently through the thing, through all the episodes.
Oh yeah,
but the first couple of episodes really got to me in terms of annoyance. The last couple, he's just been annoying enough where it hasn't bothered me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But maybe because the first episode was really all about him, maybe that's what kind of did it in for me. But like, how many, even for a kid, how many boneheaded mistakes can you make?
Plus he's losing focus of the mission too, because he goes, "Hey, we could sleep here. Yeah, we could sleep."
But
in this dusty bed.
He's a latchkey kid, so his dad's at work all day, right?
Yeah.
So he's on his own a lot.
And his mom died in a horrible accident or something. We don't know yet.
Yeah, but he's home a lot, and he's got to take care of himself. So how many boneheaded mistakes can you make? I don't know.
That's true.
It bothers me.
Yeah, I'm okay with him. Yeah, I'm okay. I learned to just go with it.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah, if the witches are gonna create the first versions of the Force and it's not Anakin, all right, that's what they gave us. Just go with it. Don't want to bother you too much. If you let it bother you, it's gonna affect your way of life. But if you just watch it and go, oh, okay, and then
but I don't want you to get me wrong, because I like the show. I like the show more than I did in the beginning.
Yeah, it's definitely better. It's getting better every week. I think so. Yeah, it's good. I know that I enjoy these Star Wars shows because I'm there when they arrive at 2 a.m. or whatever it is. I'm there.
Yeah, well, I'm there a few hours later.
Yeah, this one I missed it because of all these holiday, and I'm getting here's the main thing, that the conversation in my house, especially with me, oh, how was work today, honey? And then my wife has all kinds of stories because she leaves the house and she gets to go and communicate with real people. But me, it's my conversation, oh, how's work today? And mine is, everyone I work for, all the publishers, they have been easygoing and since Thanksgiving. So there's no pressure for everyone shuts down and has days off and everything from Thanksgiving till January 5th or something. But meanwhile, all my emails come in and they said, oh, have a great holiday. Oh yeah, and your deadline's January 3rd. So I don't get to chill and vacation. I gotta, not woes me, but the life of a freelancer is you gotta work through the weekends. You don't get 3-day weekends when everyone's off the Friday after Thanksgiving. Well, guess what? We're all working, So it's been like that for me. So well, I just sounded like a Star Wars. It's been like that for me. That sounds like a Star Wars planet. That for me, but it's been like that for me. That I just been in the zone. And these days with Christmas being on a March day, I don't know what it was, Monday, Tuesday,
on a weekday. Yeah.
Yeah, it messes up everything. It's like, why couldn't they just schedule it on Saturday? That would have been way better. But it would have made more sense. So I think that's why I'm under the Christmas weather. I think I'm messed up. And it gets to the point where I go out to get the mail and there is none. I'm like, oh, why didn't we get mail today? And they're like, oh, it's Christmas. Like, oh, that's right. Yeah. It's like, oh, because it feels the same. Yeah. It's Christmas and Sunday, 2 days in a row, no mail. Come on. What's going on?
Yeah, it's a little weird. I get you.
Yeah, that's where I get my exercise, when I walk to the mailbox.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I'm glad it's not snowing, because then I have to put, boots on and stuff. I have boots.
I don't know if this marker works for me.
Oh, well, the purple.
Oh, look at that! I like the purple.
Yeah, Wayne digs the purple.
This that I'm using right now is kind of gave me a little bit of too wide of a line I'm not liking, but But
It's
yeah,
okay.
I get you on the freelance thing. I'm experiencing that. I'm getting to experience a little bit of that.
Yeah, it's I learned to try to do everything right away, because if you wait, then you got it all. It all piles up. But yeah, I'm clearing up a lot of my stuff. So hopefully by January, February, by the end of probably beginning of February, I'll have a lot of stuff done. Yeah. Then the famous
See, when it
cartoonist
comes
lifestyle will kick in.
when
Yeah.
it comes to things like this right here, this is where I don't know if I should follow the jawline going up because his head comes above his body. If this is like
Oh
an
yeah.
outline from the power ring, or if I should just leave it as is. I think I'm gonna leave it as
You
is.
could put a shadow under a chin slightly instead of, if not an
Mm.
outline.
Yeah, like
Darker
Well,
green under the chin.
it's
Oh,
there
it looks
enough.
good.
It's there
Yeah.
enough.
Oh, I see.
where-
Yeah.
It looks good. Is
Mhm.
that a commission?
No, it's just fun.
It's
Yeah,
just
I had
for fun?
I
Yeah,
had
that's
these new
cool.
acrylic markers I wanted to try out, and I had these I got these grabby acrylic markers, and I had these.
Yeah.
I was showing Nikki before. These Sharpie creative markers are really cool, but they
Oh,
tend
cool.
to get a little streaky.
Streaky like the
know.
cat.
A little bit more. Like if you look at the glove of his hand, see how you can see
Yeah.
some of the streaky lines in the glove.
Yeah.
But if you use it as a single line, because I was showing this before, I did this Nightcrawler. If you use it as a single line, see the white
Yeah.
really pops.
I saw
on
that
there.
one online. It looks cool. That's a
Yeah.
good one. Yeah, you had fun with that one. I could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get back into painting too. One of these days, I started cleaning up and moving things around so I could paint. And it all
Yeah.
started because I didn't know where I put the Christmas presents. They were over there, but they were in a bunch of stuff because at one point my window was leaking and I had to move a shelf. I had to move toys. So they were just in piles. Like, oh, where did I put all
boy.
this stuff? So I think I accidentally gave one of my collectibles to my wife. I'm not sure. So hopefully somebody else got a present that I wasn't a present. And they're opening. I'm like, oh, that's not. Oh, no, that's all right. It's all right.
Oh man.
I hope she likes her Greedo action figure. No, I don't know.
Did she ask for a creative action figure?
No, I accidentally he made
you-
it into the stash. No,
Should
that
you
was a
be in
joke.
trouble if she actually asked for? Oh no.
No, that's a joke. I'll work on it more. That's not going in the final show. I'll work on 10 more minutes, and that joke will be good.
Yeah, workshop it a little more.
Yeah, he needs another minute or so. Yeah,
We're live, pal.
we're live. Yeah, yeah. I'm
It's
making.
happening. It's hip happening right there.
I want to draw. I'm drawing Yogs, and my intention was I want to get back into live streaming because now I got a lot of my deadline stuff done. Like I don't have now. I could draw stuff that I can't get in trouble for if I draw online. Draw live, it'll be okay.
Right.
Because I had Cat in the Hat, Flash Gordon stuff, man. They really beat me down. Like, hey, remember that all those years we were praying to baby Jesus? Well, Merry Christmas. Here's your deadlines. Bam. So now I cleaned up a lot of that. So I want to get back into live streaming. And but one of my ideas was to do a live stream called 30 Days of Yogs and just draw the whole book online. So that's what I'm trying to do. But I started drawing it. I'm on this is page 13 already. So I got the first
Oh, wow.
12 pages finished, like all colored up and handed in. But I think that would be a cool idea. But I'm working on a video so I could include it in my 200th Famous Cartoonist Says Things, because I want to get to that 200th episode because I wanted to have a guest. And my guest is going to be comic books for kids. I'm going to have Mark Weiss and his daughter Mish. They're going to be on there with me, and we're going to talk about the comic. We're gonna make a comic book for charity, and I got a video of it. So, man, all this stuff I'm trying to do, I got to finish two videos before I could jump in to do all this stuff. But then after I do my 200th episode, to 201 episode, it's going to begin my 30 days of Yogs. So hopefully I could finish in 30 days because it's due in November. So hopefully I could. No, wait. Yeah, that was last month. No, I'm joking. See, that's another joke I got to work on.
Got to workshop that one a little more.
Yeah, I got to work. Yeah, I need another 10 minutes. Yeah, just give me 10 more minutes. I'll come up with something. Yeah, but no, I want to do that. I think that would be really fun. and people will maybe possibly sell more copies. I don't know. We'll see how it works. They're like, yeah, we like this Artie, this blues voice he has. It's like, hey, is he a smoker? No, he should be though.
Have you seen the blues? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll start smoking. I never tried it before. Maybe a smoker.
Yeah. Under the Cowl says we missed the live art streams, so.
Oh yeah, they're coming, man. They're coming back. Like I was doing some hard time.
What are you talking about? They're coming back. We're doing it right now.
Yeah, we're doing
Went
now.
to prison.
We're doing this right now.
This is the teaser of the year to come. Yeah, this might even be our holiday special right now. It's got the red lettering. Catching Up with Franco.
We're we were having dinner before, and I said to Nick, I said, I don't know, I haven't live streamed in a while. I feel like live streaming. I said, you want to do something after dinner? And he goes, sure. So it was very spur of the moment, and
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, let's just do it. So
yeah,
I am.
This is us doing it.
Me too, man. I've been watching. I've been watching football. I never watch football. I watch all the games, even when they're not my team, because the Bears are so bad right now. They're like awful. And anytime.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Now.
Yeah.
As bad as the White Sox, or
I was just gonna say that the last two games I saw, they had White Sox mentioned because this last one said it's not a very good sports year for Chicago fans with the Bears losing 10 in a row now and the White Sox winning the most of all time. And they actually mentioned the Sox. And so far, every end of the year sports show that I've been watching, they mentioned the White Sox. They make the top 100, top 10 worst things ever. So, and they don't look like they're going to improve. They look like they're getting rid of more guys and getting more 19-year-olds. Like, yeah, we'll take 4 of those. We'll take 4 19-year-olds for this one real good guy. So either they're going to break the record this year or tie it, or come close, because they're not going to win more than they think, unless they surprise us all, which they won't. And then they're going to show the world how, yeah, we're just going to have fun. If they could just go have fun and not worry about baseball, that might be good too. I don't know. It's not going to be good, sir. Not going to be good. But
here's an art question for you guys.
Yeah.
So you see this greenish, this is a green outline, not a white outline I put around him right here.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
It's very, very light green. Now, should I go with a black line underneath or on top of that line?
The white really makes it pop though.
So I'm thinking a black line like underneath it, like right under the surface of it.
You got to trust your feelings. What I also think.
That's why I reached out, because I wasn't sure.
What I also think might look cool is a white outline around the power ring power.
Oh yeah, that's not done yet. That's gonna.
Oh okay, yeah.
That's gonna happen. I was waiting to see like where I was gonna put the black before I go white, because I know I want to go white over that to make that pop out. See how like that's popping out? I want to do that on the outline of that to make it pop out, to enclose the circle around him.
Heck yeah,
circular-ish, if you will.
I like it. Every time I look up, it looks different. You did more. Oh, and then my highlight of my Christmas too. Wait, before I do it, I must wait. I had this mug. This drinking mug is probably more famous for my live shows than I am, because I have this mug and I have my Speedy Gonzalez coffee mug.
You should draw a face on it, or put a sticker of your face on it.
Sticker or something. Yeah. And I always had the suede cup, and this cup I had. I was in it. It was weird because I got this cup because I was in the hospital, and I tried to die 2 times in the last few years. I didn't try to, but I was gonna. But they gave me this.
I'm catching up because I almost died this year.
Yeah, we almost died. We all came close. If we didn't get treated, and if we just went back to bed, we would have saw baby Jesus the next day. But this one, they gave me this cup when I was there, but it used to have all the measurements because they filled this up with stuff that I had to drink, and they said make sure you drink all of this. And so I brought the cup home because I really like it keeps stuff cold. It doesn't. When I put it on the desk, it doesn't leave that moisture ring.
Mhm.
The compensation, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Condensation.
Condensation.
Condensation. So
Compensation. It
the
pays you.
compensation, yeah,
It pays you to be there.
it pays you to drink from the
Yeah,
cup.
if you were a loved one, have ever drank this cup?
So I've been drinking from this cup so long that I forget to clean it. So I just fill it up, put it in the fridge, fill it up. So 8 months go by and I still got ice in it and it just refill. So what would happen was the straw got turned colors. So and I thought it was giving me superpowers, but it might have been getting me sick. Maybe that's why. But it had
I was gonna say maybe it was poisoning you.
yeah. So my wife has told me she took the straw away. She threw it away. She can't clean it. She's like, no, she put it in the dishwasher. We soaked it and all kinds of nothing. It was still like gray and brown and green. So we got rid of it. So for Christmas, I got 4 brand new metal straws. Look at this.
There you go. Look
Oh
at
yeah,
metal,
man.
stainless steel. So they fit in here.
Now,
It's real
wait,
loose, but
let
it's
me
cool.
ask you a question. You got
Mhm.
4 of them.
Yeah.
Was there communication within the family members, or did they all come from one source? The 4.
I got a pack like a long. It looks like a sock with a with a tie at the end. It's a long. I thought it was a pair of drumsticks. That's what I thought it was. Like, what did they buy me drumsticks for?
Oh, so it came from one person then,
Yeah,
not 4.
yeah, my
not
wife
4
get it.
straws from 4 different people.
No,
Okay.
I got it all in one pack. It was a 4-pack of straws, but there's 2 curved ones and there's a straight one. So I like 2 straight ones, 2 curved. But I didn't know what they were. I thought they were like pickup sticks or something, or that I like something to because in the ghost shows when they hold metal rods. Like, I'm going to demonstrate for you. Watch this. I'm pulling it out.
The divination ones that go like
Yeah, they go
find
like this.
water. Yeah,
Watch it.
they
Like
find
they
water.
go, "Are you here with me right now?" And they go, they move. So I thought that's what it was. I didn't know what they were, and so they were laughing when I was testing. I was looking for a ghost at my kitchen table, and so they told me they were straws because my other one was like it was. I don't know if it was giving me superpowers or killing me. So I got new straws now, and I had this cup for it's got to be going on 10 years, and that straw probably was going on 10 years. So I got at least 40 years of straws. If I use one for 10 years,
of straws.
before they go bad, right? Yeah, and I don't know if there's coating or it's just steel. It's like the same. It's metal, so it's kind of cool. And the best thing about it is the straw keeps everything cold. Like as I sip through the straw, it's going through a cold filter.
So what you're saying is
Mhm.
2025 is the year of the straw for you.
Yeah, it's the last straw. Yeah.
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 It's the year of the last straw.
The last
You
straw.
heard the last straw.
Balthazar's famous cartoonist, Last Straw. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah. Under the Cal says, I was happy to see Catching Up with Franco has been making its way back. Also, need all the guys' shows and hopefully a New Year's episode with the gang again. And Under the Cal also said, I drew the Artie mug in the computer image with art on a hashtag Boxtober design I did for Brian.
There you go.
I'm going to show you what else I got for Christmas.
Yeah, we're trying to get together maybe a New Year's show. We're trying to figure out a day that all works for everybody.
Yeah, it's hard. Like I never know. Like I didn't know I was going to be on your show today because since Christmas I just been sitting on the couch, not doing anything.
I don't know.
I didn't know I was
I
doing
didn't
this.
know we were
Yeah.
going to do a show.
Yeah.
We didn't
This
know.
is
I
very
didn't know.
spontaneous.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you guys what I got for Christmas. I got this little Pinocchio card game. It's kind of cool. It's a little box. This is probably from. I remember I had this when I was a little 4-year-old. I had several of these games with they're like card games, but we can't figure out how to play this. We read everyone in my house, everyone who graduated college read this, and they don't know what it means. The people who didn't graduate college read it and don't know what it means. But it's a card game that has all the characters on there, and you gotta match numbers or something. I don't know what it is, but I remember having this as a kid because I would trace these guys. Like here's Pinocchio, here's my guy, Pinocchio. So we would. I don't know what this is, but it's really cool. Here's that cat and the fox. But if anyone out there in YouTube land know how to play this game, please let me know because I read this. I don't know how it works.
You need to know.
Yeah, I want to play. And then I got this. Like,
So when you were a kid, you never played that.
I never played this one because I had one that had Mickey Mouse, one that had Snow White, but I remember one was a match game. Every game is different. Every game with the characters, but is different than the other. So this is one of the games I never played. And this is number 2, volume 2. It says, I remember that. And look what else I got. Like I got these tiny little. Everything I get fits in little bags like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it larger so we can.
Yeah, you guys will like
we can
this
see.
because I know you would be into this because you guys do the Star Trek show, but it's a film. It's a Star Trek cartoon. See, on a film. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yeah,
See
yeah,
it?
yeah. Mhm.
It's a little film, Star Trek cartoon, but it's
Oh,
not
wow.
even a cartoon. It's a comic strip. Because I see on here is Captain Kirk's face. Let me see if I can hold it up to a tissue. Maybe you can see it better. This is a tissue I didn't blow my nose into yet, but see how it looks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. And I got 2 of these. I don't know what they are, but I'm gonna wear them as rings.
I would assume that they
Yeah.
would go in something like like those viewfinders
Yeah,
type things where they had something where you could put it in there to look at or something. That would
yeah,
be my guess.
it's possible. Yeah. And look, I got this little table with Fred Flintstone on it. See,
Oh, look at that.
yeah, he's on there. So I don't know what it's from. It's like a top of a train or a table or something. So my wife gave me that, and she gave me this. She gave me one boot. I got a boot. Yeah. She said, hopefully you have the other one. I said, I'll find it. But I know it's Lone Ranger's boot. See?
I was gonna say where it goes. It's a Migo thing or something.
It's from Gabriel. It's a Lone Ranger and Tonto action figures. But look what else I got. This kind gave me in this nice little box.
Well, that's a nice box.
Packaging is everything. And look, there's padding. You see the padding?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look at, I got this little
Get destroyed.
mermaid. Look at her. She goes on top of she sits on a drink. Like if you get a martini, she sits on the edge of the cup.
Oh, we used to have those in a restaurant back in the 70s.
Yeah. And
were they the Disney characters? Or
yeah, I like her because she's wearing nothing. She just has fins. Yeah. You can see pretty good too. So she's
usually
free.
she'd be sitting on a drink, so she's drunk.
Yeah.
That's why she's not wearing any clothes.
Yeah, she's like my little mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like her too. I think I'm gonna name her Rebecca. Yeah,
That's a
we'll
good
see.
name.
Yeah, it's a good name, right?
Yeah.
So I got that. Those are my Christmas gifts this year. So it's pretty good, right?
Also, also happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
oh yeah, happy birthday, sir.
Yeah, I'm old now. I figured I would do 2 birthdays so I could just age faster. So now I'm like 2 years older than I was last week.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna speed it up the process. So when they ask me how old I am when I'm old, I could say I'm 150 years old, and they say, "Wow, you look great." I say, "Yeah, I did it twice every year." We'll edit that out too. That's not good. Your jokes are not good today.
I like that you're workshopping all your material for your show on this one.
Yeah,
I like that.
this is the test show, the test program. That's why I didn't know. Yeah. And somehow I lost a piece of plastic, just fell off my toy here.
Oh no!
It's not mint condition no more. I better throw it on the floor. I don't want it to be a
Dan
splinter.
Dan says in the comments, hello boys, miss you both going live. You guys are the best. Can't wait for all your future creative own projects. Any hints at things to come?
Oh yeah. Well, thanks, Dan. That's much appreciated. One thing I can tell you is Flash Gordon Adventures. That's out now. So you can go out and buy that and look at this beautiful. There's a hardcover and there's a soft cover, but look at this beautiful Art Baltazar artwork and Franco and art writing that's in there as well. So you can definitely get that. I do have a book called The Adventures of Chase Speedington coming out with a friend of mine called Mike Hardigan. That'll be out next year. That was written and is being drawn right now. And then I do have another project with Scooter McMahon happening. That will be announced very, very soon. I have it on good authority. That may or may not be called Ninja Kaiju.
Oh, may not
So
be.
it may not be, but it probably is.
Oh,
Going to be
cool.
called Ninja Kaiju.
Because
But
I know we saw it, but I don't know if it's been out there yet on the internet.
it
Or is
has
it just
not been. But
oh,
give it a couple weeks.
I think Scoot posted, but I don't know if it was just for our messages. It might have just been for us.
Yeah, give it a couple of weeks for it to be
Yeah.
official. So
Oh, that's cool, man. That's real
there's
cool.
definitely stuff happening, and a couple of other things. Yeah, I haven't been on. You haven't been on. We haven't been on the Oh Yeah podcast.
Yeah.
Just because there's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes stuff that everybody's working on. It's weird because we text each other every day, but
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to you in like a couple of months now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because we've been on such weird schedules.
Yeah. And I had to get rid of deadlines before anything. It's a lot of pressure,
Mhm.
man. Every waking moment is trying to get something done. But not I'm catching up with stuff. So after this month, January, February, I'm working on just my own characters right now. So you're gonna see a lot more of my guys. Um, I'll probably go back to publishing, printing up some more comics, but I got to make it. I got to do the right comics because well, I'll do some more. I'll probably do more Giro Man #2. I'm working on it, and another Audio Comics issue. But um, I got to save some money because the printing prices are going up, man. I'm like, I don't know why
Mm.
they go up all the time, and that's what makes it harder. I can't print as many, but I don't know. It's like, shut up, Baltazar. Yeah, I know. But they're like, so you'll be seeing stuff. I got some plans, but I can't really divulge. I can't
Mhm.
reveal what they are. But you guys, if you know what I do and who I work with, you'll probably figure it out. So it's not a big secret, but it's stuff that I'm working towards. That is slow process, but it will be awesome when it's announced. And hopefully you guys will know a lot of things by C2E2.
Oh
Which
yeah,
is
man.
just it's
Mhm.
just like this is my hometown, so that's what we're trying to work at right now. The timing is right, but the next book I'm working on is the comic books for kids issue that's going to be out, and I'm going to try to do that 3 times throughout next year, at least 3 of them. So that one's cool, and it's going right to kids. We're printing 3,000 copies at a time, and they're all getting donated to the hospitals. And we got the printer involved. Like, it's really cool. So maybe something will come from that. I'm not sure. It's like baby steps. Like whenever I talk to my people, they want to do a whole bunch of stuff. Like kind of how we are, like, hey, then after this we could do action figures, movies. I'm like, all right, let me do the comic book
Yeah.
first.
Right.
So I gotta like slow the pace sometimes. But yeah, we got a lot of plans. But the comic books for kids book is the next one I'm working on for sure. That one's coming out probably in January. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got like 4 more pages to go before we could send it to the printer. So I'm really close.
Yeah. We also I also forgot Ghostlight Tales is at the printer right now, so
Oh yeah.
that should be available soon. That was on Zoop, but I'll have it available on the website as well. And we have a couple of things with Nick that I'm working on.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
yeah.
We have issue 2 of Zombie Cat that I'm working on right now
hmm
as well, and we have something else up our sleeves too that we're
Oh,
working on.
hmm
you guys are clever,
Stuff's
sneaky
happening,
boys.
man. Stuff's happening, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
figure you just got to make it happen. And I got a whole bunch of. Well, I want to save it for videos, but I got videos that I'm priming up so I can reveal things because I'm going to be working with my existing websites like Patreon and Threadless and stuff like that. So it's gonna be cool, man. And my guy Gordy is releasing more music, and he's making stuff with releasing for January, and we're working on a few things together. Well, it's not me; it's me helping him launch his stuff, so it'll be fun. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. He's he's doing really good with his music, and he's got guys now who sing with him. He's got like rappers; they do
Oh, that's
freestyle.
cool.
Yeah, he's a hip hop crazy man. Yeah. But yeah, it's
That's
cool, man.
crazy, dude. Crazy.
Yeah, we're just doing stuff. My girl came home from college, and she started playing Indiana Jones. And I
Oh
said,
yeah,
I
the
said,
new video game.
yeah, no, on the piano, the
Oh
song.
nice.
She's playing on a piano, and then
Oh wow, cool.
for Christmas or my birthday, she learned Jaws. They gave me a Jaws party, a shark party, and she started playing the Jaws theme. I'm like, what the heck? And I said, do you know who made that? She went, yeah, John Williams. I'm learning all his songs. I'm like, whoa, like nothing. Yeah, John Williams.
You know what you do the next time she starts playing that stuff, right?
Squirt
Right.
water on her.
Right. No. Well, that'd be funny, but no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just yell out nerd as
Oh.
she's playing because now she knows it's John Williams.
Yeah, she knows.
So you call her a nerd.
I see. You know that's John Williams. Yeah, I got this. I got it. I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, she's cool.
See, that's you did your job as a dad.
Yeah. And then you know what we did? We watched Jaws later. We had shark. We went to Harold's first. They took me to Harold's.
I saw that picture. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we came home, and we had cake with sharks on it, and then we watched Jaws that night. That was Christmas Eve.
Nice.
It's cool. I'm gonna play you Jaws. I'm gonna play it on my phone. Like, yeah, this is a good podcast. Sure, this is great. I'm going,
We're gonna be stricken down because of musical rights.
Oh no.
there's her. She played this.
Oh nice.
No, sir. I don't like it. It's scary.
I know.
Very spooky.
The shark is coming. Oh, it's intense.
It is. It's like,
You didn't know Jaws had
looking over my
octaves.
shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, you didn't know it. It had so much in there.
Scary stuff.
Yeah. She was playing octaves too.
Well,
Yeah,
if you're gonna do it, you might as well just play the octaves.
I know. I recorded the Indiana Jones, and sent it to Mitch.
There you go.
I sent him his own. He wasn't tagged or anything. It was just right to him. Yeah, right to Mitch. You know, a lot of times I just send stuff to you guys because you're the same guys who like it anyway on Facebook. So I can get like immediately 6 likes or 13. So I'm like, I'll just send it to you guys. You guys are the ones I say, did Franco like it? Yeah, all right, cool. So I just sent it right to you.
All right.
Wayne wishes you a happy birthday, Art.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm old now. I've been old a while. Like I knew that. I remember the day it kicked in. I told you about it. We were walking, and I think I said, "Oh,
Mhm.
I just got old." Was it New York? I know it was in. We were on the road. I know that.
All right, boys. I think that's it. Look at it. I think it's
Oh,
done.
look at that looks cool.
Yeah.
done.
Sean says, Hal Jordan, just take my money now. So seems like you got fans of that piece.
Well, thanks, Sean.
I like that.
That is El Completo. Oh, I was going to do the white colored pencil over the glove. So, yeah, it was quiet holidays. We did all right. My boy got me. Let's see. I was telling him how his video games confuse me because I can't keep
Oh yeah, I
up with
remember
all
you
the
trying to play
buttons.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad, and I gave up on video games forever after that. So he got me this. He got me this thing. So this little
Oh.
device is as big as as an iPhone, but this thing has like 3,000 games in it.
Really?
It has like the old Spider-Man game. It has X-Men. It has Gauntlet. It has a whole bunch of games in here, and it's crazy.
Yeah, man.
you open this thing up, and I got my Spider-Man game in there that I'm playing and stuff. So it's pretty cool. And
That's awesome.
he didn't spend a lot of money, which is cool because I didn't want him to spend a lot of money. But
Yeah.
it's awesome. I've been playing it every day since Christmas, so that was a
Oh yeah, man.
Christmas gift from my boy.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah,
I
man.
like
I
all
know
that.
how to do gifts now.
Yeah, he's all the grown up and stuff. So yeah, this guy's done. This Hal is done. He's done. I'm gonna give everybody a close-up look on this guy. Close-up look on this guy. There he is.
Is that Hal Jordan?
It's
Joe
Joe Wilder.
Wilder?
Joe Wilder.
Joe Wilder? Hal Jordan?
There it is.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, he looks
Done
good.
of the Green Lantern. So I'll put that up. I'll put that up for sales later at some point tonight, tomorrow, somewhere.
That's cool.
And, I'm not ready to log off yet, so I'm gonna keep sketching.
Yeah, man.
But yeah.
Yeah, man.
Heck
Hal
yeah,
Jordan.
man.
Hal Jordan will be up for the sales later.
Hal
Look for it. Hal Jordan, Joe Wilder.
Yeah. What'd you guys think of Superman, the trailer?
Oh my gosh,
I thought it looked cool.
It was good, right?
I hope
I
it
was
was good.
so excited. So I guess that Hal Jordan drawing that I just did was about an hour and a half worth of work, real intensive. Because when I get on stream, it takes longer because I look up and I talk and I
Sure.
stop. So you figure that Hal Jordan, from start to finish, that Hal Jordan took me about an hour and a half altogether, from start to finish, initial sketch to everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll put that up, and that'll get, it'll get a bunch of likes. It'll get,
Mm-hmm.
40, 50, 100, 200 likes.
Yeah.
I drew that. I drew the dog because I was so inspired from the
Oh, yeah.
Crypto. So I drew Crypto, and I drew him literally in less than 5 minutes with an ink pen and a paint pen. And it was the most rudimentary drawing ever. And I put it up online. It got thousands of likes.
Wow.
Thousands. And I'm like, how does that happen? My Nightcrawler only got like 200 likes.
Yeah.
And I spent a good hour and a half on that thing,
Yeah.
So I don't understand the internet, but getting back to the point, yes, I saw the trailer. I loved it. It was light. It was superhero-y.
Yeah.
It was good. It was what I want Superman to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything in there is what we wanted. And I'm not real nervous, but I'm hopeful that it's going to be awesome, but
Yeah,
it's everything. Like when I saw the dragon and the robot, I'm like, all right. And the dog looked a little digital to me. It took me out at the moment I saw it. And it almost looked like that Harrison Ford movie with the dog where he just looks fake. But after watching
Star Wars, Chewbacca?
no, the one where I don't even know. Yeah, he did a movie where Harrison Ford had a long beard and he was with a computer dog, a computer generated dog.
Wild or whatever.
Yeah. And it reminded me of that instantly. But he looked digital, but it didn't stop me from watching it another 12 times. So,
right.
But once I knew how he looked, then I was like, okay, this looks cool. But that's the only thing that I would give a maybe. It didn't get a 10. It got 9.5 just because of that dog. But
really,
But even the dog, I like that he's in there. But he just stopped me from enjoying it for a moment. I went, oh, digital. I saw that right away. But it's weird because the dragon we know is digital, but he doesn't look fake. You know what I mean? But it's like when your brain knows something is real and you're looking at something that is not real.
right.
Like we know the dogs are real, but he just didn't look like a real dog to me. But then I still watched it a bunch of times, and I like seeing him now, and hopefully he doesn't look like that exact. Hopefully the movie he looks better. That's all.
Well, they're still working. They got to still be working on the effects and stuff.
Yeah, so they'll clean him up a little bit, but because he looks a little bit too bouncy to be real, But he looks good though.
You look good. I put up that drawing, and someone wrote, "Crypto's not big enough," and I'm like, why can't you just let it go?
Yeah,
go with what you see. Why do you have to
Yeah.
have it changed, or you don't like give it you know,
That's
give
what you
it the
made.
chance of give it the that's James Gunn's crypto. That's the crypto we're gonna get. Go with it.
Yeah, he's a
Go with
different.
it.
He's a fuzzy little dog compared
Yeah.
to what he used to be. And then also when I was gonna say when people say he's not big enough, he said, "Well, just look closer.
Yeah,
Put it closer to your eye. He'll get
that's
bigger.
right.
Just get closer." Yeah, but he looks good. Like I'm hoping that the one thing I noticed is when we're gonna get some behind inside baseball right now,
Yeah.
and like the part when he says crypto home, take me home.
Mhm.
Well, I remember now I can say, but we'll probably never get back to our Superman pitch that we pitched many moons ago because they ripped it off anyway. They turned Lois into a Brainiac, but that's another pod. But
Yeah.
When in that story, remember when they asked us about the new 52 and how we would improve it?
Mhm.
Well, there was a moment when in our story when we were talking about it where they said that Superman gets energized if he sleeps in the Fortress of Solitude. So if he's beaten up, he could go lay down in the fortress and then wake up healed, and it's like
Oh,
when
you're thinking that's what's happening there?
if they do that, yeah.
Yeah.
If they did that, if Superman, if he grabs him, drags him to the fortress, and he lays down and feels great when he wakes up, that was our idea for our pitch.
So if that happens, you're thinking you and I are going to get a special thanks to
Yeah,
at the very end?
we're gonna get first
Yeah.
special thanks to
Yeah.
Franco. Yeah,
I doubt it, and don't hold your
and they're
breath.
also gonna say, "Oh yeah, and we meant to thank you in that Tiny Titans movie too." But and the Super Peps movie. Oh, sorry, aren't we supposed to, based on the success of your books, led to this movie being made? But yeah, so this is their last chance to make it good with us.
Yeah. Don't hold your breath, buddy.
No, I'm not. But imagine if that was something.
I
Yeah.
can imagine all I want. Doesn't
Yeah,
mean it's going
but
to
they're
happen.
gonna say, "Well, you guys didn't invent that." I'm like, I guess not. I don't know. I don't ever remember reading a story where Superman goes to sleep in the fortress and wakes up energized. I don't. I don't remember that. So I know that was in our story. It was also the story where we made Brainiac into Lara,
Mhm.
put her in the form of Lara, and they're like, "Oh, we already have a Brainiac story," and then
Yeah.
the DC universe turned her into Lois Lane instead, and
Yeah.
led to a chain of events in our lives that
Yeah. That was
yes,
a chain of events. That's
yeah,
right.
chain of events happened. Yeah, we
Uh-huh.
became closer friends with Dan DiDio. Yeah, so but we don't have to talk about that right now.
Yeah.
But people are gonna like, what was that story? How many people watching now anyway? There's probably thousands.
2,
A few
1,
people.
Or
7. 7
oh,
people
good.
are.
All right, cool.
Well,
7 people, I think, just in one stream. I don't know about
Oh
across
yeah,
the minis.
I know. I saw you guys on Facebook, and then I looked on YouTube's. And then I heard when I went to YouTube, I heard you guys say, "Hey, send them the link." I'm like, "Oh, yeah." I wasn't planning on, but yeah, I'll go on a link. It's cool. It's not every day where you can jump on and listen to a live stream, and then they start talking to you. Like, oh,
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, it wasn't very planned. I was gonna reach out and see if anybody was around.
yeah.
But I know Scoot said that he couldn't tonight because we were on the text before with everybody, and
Oh, yeah.
Scoot couldn't tonight or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, okay. So then I'm like, oh, let's just, I talked to Nick. I'm like, oh, let's just go on and see what transpires.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
It's true.
What you
For
got
sure.
going on over there?
So I finished coloring this thing. Oh, hey,
Yeah.
I'm on the big screen. Hello, everybody. So I finished this piece. Colored it in. You're probably gonna get a much clearer one on my actual Instagram.
Nice.
Follow me on there if you haven't. And I got started on this one. It's Guy Gardner holding a baby Groot. So
With the bowl cut, there he is.
Oh, crossover.
yeah.
Nice. And what's your Instagrams for the peoples?
My Instagram is at I forgot my own Instagram handle. How can I do that? The
Oh,
OG NFA. Follow me on there.
OG
And
NFA, that's right.
yeah,
I like that.
yes, sir.
Very good. Very good.
Oh, thank you, Wayne. He said I was doing a good job, so thank you kindly.
Yeah.
Is that our good friend Wagums?
Wagums?
Yeah, Wayne's good man, sir. So it means Wagums.
Yeah.
Wagums. I watched your guys' Trek Talk. I'm halfway through. I still have it paused. When you're talking about Star Trek. And I don't know if you guys saw that. I only know about Star Trek because I hear you guys talk about it. But that one cartoon show, one of the shows with the Walking Dead lady, they took it out of canon, they said. I don't know if you noticed that. It was a post that they said this is no longer in Star Trek canon.
Oh yeah, we're not sure.
Oh,
we're not sure if that's a thing.
Might be fake post.
Yeah, we're not sure.
Yeah, okay.
You know, we'll see.
I don't know if that was officially from Star Trek people or was it a fan. It's kind of like when they say Alkalite is not Star Wars canon, but like, yeah, it kind of is. And like it's on the TV, unless they take it down. Unless Star Wars, unless Disney says, "All right, we'll take it down." Sorry to upset you guys.
Yeah, because that happened with the Willow show. Like, they put it up there, and then only a few episodes were up, and everybody hated it. I remember I watched the first episode.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh man, this is awful."
Really?
Awful. Yeah, it was really bad. And then they took it down. So
Did
it's not even on the site.
Wow, they didn't even finish it, or just put up a little bit.
I don't know if all the episodes went up or not.
Let me check and see if they're all up.
No, they took them off Disney, but I don't even know if all the episodes went up because they were releasing them. Like I don't know if they were releasing them once a week or something like that. So I don't know if they all even went up. They took them down. Yeah, it was pretty bad and slow.
Wow, how can they? I don't know, man. How can they make something bad?
It did go for 8 episodes, so.
Did it? 8 episodes?
That's what it's looking like here.
But we're all 8 episodes actually released on the. They had to have been, I guess, but then they didn't stay up there very long.
Was Mad Mortigan in it?
No, because they allude to him, and originally he was gonna be somewhere, and they had to try and go get to him or something like that, from what I heard.
Oh, or maybe his son or his daughter or something. Didn't he kiss the redhead princess lady or something? Did they allude to their? They had a relations. They had relations going on.
Yeah, I think the daughter was the person in the. I don't know. I can't say for sure.
I can't remember it.
Yeah.
You know what we just watched was they showed The Last Dragon. Bruce Leroy, that guy. Show enough, that guy.
Oh.
We just watched that. I showed that to the kids. After we watched Jaws, we watched that. You know, the boys liked it. They were laughing. Like, Dad, what is this? We never saw this. I'm like, yeah. It's Motown's first movie. They tried to get into the movie business with Barry Gordy.
Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They tried to get into the music business or the movie. Leroy. Yeah. Bruce Leroy's not afraid of you. Who? I forgot how cool that movie was. It's got all the corny stuff in it, and it felt like somebody wrote the movie for 80s kids, and they wrote it thinking what 80 kids do. Like, because everyone was breakdancing in it, and it was just, the music was bad. And I remember being an 80s kid not liking that type of music. Right. You know, like you want other stuff.
Hey, did you see the Weird Al movie on Roku channel?
Oh no, I didn't see it.
You should watch it. It's really good. It's really
funny.
good and
I
funny.
liked it.
Yeah.
I want to.
You watch it and you're like, oh, this is like a straight up, like, a biopic.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. It is a biopic, but it's not. And like, it's kind of like, what am I watching type thing, and then you're like, oh, this is what he's doing, and this is pretty funny. So yeah, if you have Roku,
I do.
Yeah, go on the Roku channel because that's where it is. It's on the Roku channel. It's the guy. It's Harry Potter plays Weird Al.
Oh,
Daniel
that's right.
Radcliffe.
Yeah. There's rumors he wants to be Wolverine too.
He could be Wolverine if he wants.
I think that's just a rumor.
That'd be pretty cool,
Fan
actually.
request.
Mm.
That's cool. I got to see that one. I keep telling my kids that the original name for Roku was Roku spelled backwards, but now I can't see it. Urok or something. And they're like, "No, was it?" I go, "Yeah, it was, but it wasn't translating well to all languages, so they had to change it. Like people were saying it wrong every time."
That's like where I forget where we were talking about the Thundercats, and we were
Yeah.
talking to somebody about that wasn't the original show.
Yeah.
Originally, it was the Lightning Dogs.
Lightning Dogs, yeah.
Yeah, and
It
we
was
had the people convinced. They're like, no, we're like, yeah, it was true.
Yeah, because the
remember
song was
that one, I think.
lightning dogs.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, yeah. And it's funny because remember when a Wildstorm, I think it was Wildstorm, brought back the Thundercats when they had Ed McGuinness drawing it back in the 90s. It was maybe 2000, early 2000s. Well, in the second series, or one of the, because they did miniseries, but one of the miniseries had them meet dog guys. It was like Thundercats, but they were dogs from another planet. And I could have swore, like, man, somebody overheard our conversation. But I forgot what they were called. They were like Dobermans or something, but they weren't lightning dogs. They were called something else. But I thought that was pretty funny. But I didn't like that book because the dog guys were dog people. They had dog heads and people bodies. And they're like, no, that's not what the Thundercats look like. They don't look like cats. They resemble cat features, but they don't have cat heads, And these guys had like a Doberman Pinscher head with a guy's body and bulldog guy, and nah, it was real dumb. But then the characters end up like stealing the young Wily Cat, and made them slaves. I was like, it was dumb. And they put it in the future, so Wily Cat and Wily Cat were adults, but they made Wily Cat or Kit. They made her real sexy. I'm like, this is yucky. It just was weird. So I didn't enjoy that. It was just odd, But
yeah,
they attempted it, but then Lightning Dogs didn't stick, man.
But they didn't adhere to the guidelines, unwritten guidelines of what Thundercats were.
Yeah, Thundercats are not cats. They have human features. They don't have they don't look like cats, but these guys had muzzles like dogs. It was just dumb. Like, nope, not working, man. And you could tell that the artist had photo reference for dogs. He was drawing like sheepdogs and stuff, like Dobermans. It was stupid. Like, man, that was the last thing I read for Thundercats. Sorry, Wildstorm. You got rid of me. You didn't want me to read it anymore, so I didn't. That's how it feels, man. Here, we got you anyway. Here, now we're gonna give you this. What is this? This is horrible.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of fan stuff is. Yeah.
Yeah, Under the Cowl says there's a lot of great Hanna-Barbera properties coming back as comics lately. And Wayne also says, do you remember Fish Police? I love the comics.
Yeah, I remember Fish Police.
I remember them, yeah.
I remember the comic, yeah.
I can't remember them real well. I mean, I remember visually, but I don't remember reading any of the stories. I don't know if you read any of them. I might have read one or two of them, but I remember looking at it and saying, no, not my thing.
Yeah, it reminded me of, there was a lot of things like that back then that had combinations of stuff like that, like Motorcycle Mice, and then they had Fish Police, and they had something else with cops. I forgot what they were. Yeah,
they had the radioactive black belt hamsters. I remember that.
What?
Yeah,
there was a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because they became real popular.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Big. So then they had radioactive black belt hamsters.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, that was created by the comic book shop guy I would go to in Chicago. He
Oh, yeah?
created that. Yeah, and he was telling everyone, and we got my new book, The Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
his. Yeah,
So that was weird.
yeah,
But then there were other things like that too.
yeah. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Like it, like it's good, 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 like it. Yeah, yeah. Good stuff.
Oh, you know what I watched? I watched Agatha All Along,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and full disclaimer,
yeah,
I have a huge crush on Catherine Hahn.
yeah.
I like the lady quite a bit.
Did you watch it with volume though?
With and without.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
it requires multiple viewings.
Yeah. So I gotta admit, the first episode was intriguing, and then
Yeah.
the second episode, I'm like, where are they going with this?
Mm-hmm.
But I like where it went. I like the series.
It the last 2 episodes were good. They were
Yeah.
great, and
There was a lot of buildup, which I liked. You know,
Right.
like the whole story. Because at the beginning, you're like, what is happening? You know, what is it? Do they need this? But yeah,
Yeah.
it went to a crescendo. And I
right,
liked it. Yeah.
and it introduced a season 2, and
Mhm.
that's what it did. It set up a season 2. But I was okay with it. I watched it. It was good. It was entertaining enough. I know a lot of people complain because they didn't know what it was, but I was okay with it. It was what it was. Well, hopefully it'll lead to the other Scarlet Witch's son. I think that's what they're looking for, right? Wasn't he finding
Yeah.
his brother? Yeah.
And then also, isn't there going to be like a Vision series that's happening soon
Yeah.
as well too?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be good. Like a lot of the Marvel TV shows have just been like okay, as the kids say, mid. They just been all right, like
Yeah, they've
nothing
been
ever. Yeah,
hit or
they're
miss.
like, but I think it's like they built the audience to get used to that. So now if something's kind of good, you're like, oh yeah, that was great. Like, it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like when you hear a bad comedian and the next guy who comes on is better, and like, oh, that guy was funny, but he's not because he went after a real bad one. But that's what it feels like with the Marvel. Well, a lot of these shows. That's why that's why the new Star Wars show was so good, because it came after a few duds, and but that's kind of where Agatha. It started out duddy, but I think it had a strong finish,
Mm-hmm.
like it was just okay. It was like I didn't know what was happening. I didn't like a lot of the characters. I wanted them to like die right away, get rid of them.
Yeah.
Like if I was writing a comic with them, I would have wrote them out.
Yeah, I wouldn't have introduced them in the first place.
Yeah, yeah. There was some that they didn't really make sense. I don't know. It wasn't bad, but it bugged me that they were, whenever they got stuck in somewhere, they had to do like this retro theme for every place they were. Like they were
Right.
80s, then 90s or whatever. I mean, it was okay. I get what they were doing, but I don't know. But I like the kid, the boy witch, the warlock. I forgot what his name is in the
Mm-hmm.
Scarlet Witch boy. William, was it? I forget. But I liked him. He was good. Yeah, it was fine. We'll see what happens.
I got a very angular beast thing happening right here.
Oh, look at him.
Angular beast.
Oh yeah, man.
He's like geometrical.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I'm
Yeah,
drawing
under the count. Yeah,
I
under
am.
Cal says, I like the new biker mice from Mars Run.
Yeah.
Spec cars look.
Is
interesting,
there a
too.
new one out? Oh wow.
Yeah. Wayne also said the black and white explosion gave us a lot of crap with a few gems.
Yeah. Yeah, I was reading all that stuff. I was high school. I was buying the Crow and the Tick and Boris the Bear. I remember him. I was buying all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of weird stuff.
The
was it,
Elementals. Yeah, Elementals from Kamiko Comics.
Wasn't that what you call it? Who wrote that? Wasn't that the Fables guy, Bill Willingham?
Willingham, yeah.
That was him, right?
I think so, yeah. I in my early days, I went to Kamiko to try out to be an artist there, and the one who interviewed me was Brian Azzarello. I remember him because that's the first time I ever saw him. I didn't think he was anybody. He was just a guy who came out, but he had orange hair, and he wasn't bald, and maybe a little beard. But when I saw him, it was the first time I saw him, and then ever since then, I would always see him. I go, "Oh, hey, that's the guy who interviewed me from Kamiko," and he was always in the comic industry. And I remember getting interviewed, and he says, "I wanted to be like a assistant. I wanted to help him inks and colors and stuff." And he went, "As far as I'm concerned, you're good enough to work here." That's what I remember he said. And then he passed me on to the boss, and it went another direction. I'm like, man, yeah. The boss wanted me to drive right around Chicago on my bike and to every comic book shop and hand sell the books. And for every book I sell, I could keep 25 cents of every book.
There you go.
And I'm like, well,
I always thought they were California. They were Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago, Kamiko, yeah. And Chicago had Kamiko, and they had First Comics. First Comics was also here. And but then Kamiko said to me, I said, so if a comic book shop buys 4 copies, I make $1. He went, see how that works? I'm like, no, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not.
Like, I'm driving all over the city to make $10.
I'm spending more money in gas than I am.
Yeah, but I didn't even have a car. I had a bike, and I was taking the bus. So he convinced me, you could ride on your bike in a backpack full of comics. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. He goes, well, then we don't have a spot for you. I'm like, all right, well, thank you for your time. And I went home. But I tried out as a colorist, but they wanted everything to be airbrushed, so I was airbrushing pages. They looked pretty good. I used the color samples for a while, but then, I don't know what was going on. Just tell me no. It's better. Just tell me no. I stop wasting time, man. Hopes and dreams, just tell me no, and I'll just go home. But Brian Azzarello liked my stuff. I told him that story too. And he went, really? I'm like, yeah. I seem to remember you. I said, no, you don't. He was like, you're right, I don't.
There's my angular beast.
Look at him.
Oh, wow.
My angular beast. He'll show up someday. See, this is what I do, is I draw on these sketches, and then someday they wind up as a finished drawing sometime.
Did you draw Hal Jordan like that first with a sketch?
Yeah, I always draw them on paper, and then I copy them or lightbox them onto the paper. So
nice.
Here's the Xerox of him. Here's the Xerox of my sketch.
Oh yeah.
And then I use this as scrap paper, but then this is the end. This is the end results right there.
Wow. Wow, he's great. Wow. He's great. Wow.
Ka-chow.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, wow, he's great. Wow.
But yeah, well, we've been on for a couple hours now, so I think
wow.
we'll call an end to this session.
Wow, he's great. We made history today. Very historical podcast today.
Oh.
Yes, indeed.
Are these still called podcasts, these live streams? Or do you just call shows?
I think so. I think
live show.
They're still the
Yes, all of them?
podcast.
They're still
live
podcasts.
streams. Live stream podcast, I guess.
Live stream video cast.
I guess is what it is. So
the live stream, because it's just a call. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna do a few more of these here and there, because I need to become more sociable, rather than just sitting here alone. So Nikki was available, so thank you, Nikki.
Oh yeah,
Artie was available, so thanks, Artie, for coming back.
Yeah, man. I didn't even know I was available today.
We didn't know we were available.
I didn't have to clean up either.
Yeah, we knew we were available, like, a half an hour before you did. So.
Oh, that's cool.
We didn't even know. But
wow.
Thanks everybody for checking in.
Yes.
And check out my Patreons and my other stuff. All my information is right there.
Go check it out.
Big Cartel. Take a screenshot right there of
I
all
like
that
that.
stuff.
I'm gonna.
So you can go to blindwolfstudios.com or Blind Wolf Studios has a link to everything. So if you go to Blind Wolf Studios, but I also have the Big Cartel, I have a bunch of other stuff. So check us out. And Artie can be found over on the Facebooks and Instagrams and,
Yeah,
and artbalthazar.com.
yeah, you'll find everything there. You know what you should do? I was just thinking, you should make your own ketchup bottle with your logo on there, Ketchup Franco.
yeah.
Because I know there's ways to make either sauces or ketchup or beers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You should do that. Bring it to show.
I don't know how much.
Make little ones, little mini ketchup
yeah.
bottles, Ketchup and Franco.
From my experience in publishing and manufacturing things and making things for sale,
yeah,
that speaks to me that it requires a lot of ketchup, and I don't think I can eat that much ketchup.
Well, you don't have to eat it.
Yeah,
just make
eventually it goes bad. I know.
You could just that's right. You probably got to get like 3,000 of them.
Right.
And then you have a whole garage. You can put all the ketchups next to your car in the garage.
Right. Yeah.
And then, or just, you know what, just get stickers and have people make their own ketchup,
There you go, yeah.
Put stickers right on the ketchup
I'll get stickers made just the same size as the Heinz ketchup bottle stickers. This way they can replace it over the Heinz ketchup
Yeah, just
bottle.
trace the shape. And just put your face in the shape of the Heinz logo,
That's true.
And
I'll
you can
take
say
it under advisement, yeah.
You say Franco says Heinz to your family. Happy Heinz Day.
Nic, where can you be found on social medias?
You can find me on Instagram at the OG NFA. Facebook under my real government name. There's that. And also my TikTok is on there as well. I think under the same handle. So check me out. I need to post on TikTok more. So give me an excuse to do that.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Awesome.
I like all of that.
All right. Well, thanks for catching up with us, everyone. I appreciate it.
You guys are awesome.
Yes, thanks for coming.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, man.
Franco, yeah, catching up with Franco. Yeah, we're catching up with Franco. Yeah, we're catching up. Gotta catch it now, Franco. Yeah, catching up with Franco. Yeah, we're catching up with Franco. Yeah, we're catching up. Gotta catch it now.